So after the phone call that I received from the police yesterday, fun times indeed, when Carmarthenshire County Council had contacted the police to have a word with me about slander and libel, I went on TikTok. In fact, I was going to leave this thing altogether. There were 3 types of people coming on TikTok. The first type of person said I was making it all up, okay? The second type of person was supporting me. And the third type of person, 2 of them, are actually 2 of the 9,000 people that actually work for Carmarthenshire County Council. Those 2 people, amongst a few others, identified as council employees, have actually breached the council's own conditions not to communicate with me. In fact, this makes things very interesting. This is not a police matter. This is a civil matter indeed. There were a few of you said, keep going. And one thing I wanted to do is talk briefly about the council constitution. This is the council constitution, a 300-page document. The council were not pleased when I insisted that I get a hard copy sent to me in the post. This contradicts with lots of the things that the council have been doing in regards to the land that I own and the use of my land for agricultural purposes, keeping sheep, outbuildings and so on. So this constitution directly conflicts with what's going on. So what is really frightening with this, I never believed this until really recently, that the council, Carmarthenshire County Council, is in fact a corporate organisation. So when people are elected to that corporate organisation, they are being elected as members of the board. They're not being elected as democratically elected individuals. They're being elected to serve on the board of the constituted, governanced council. Now, it's very frightening that we've got an extreme, far left socialist party in charge of Carmarthenshire County Council that is so far left that it makes Keir Starmer looks like a walk in the park. Yes, Plaid Cymru is an extreme, ultra far left political party. And it seems that many of their councillors don't understand their own constitution. In fact, I'm quite baffled why lots of the people who are actually elected on the board of the council, the councillors, are actually farmers who seemed not to be interested in the purposes of agriculture in the county. Now, I come from an agricultural family that goes way, way, way back, right? My family used to be a family that used to deal with cattle, used to deal with pigs, used to deal with horses. And that was up until 2006. We used to have a farm outside Cowbridge. A few years go by, I'm sheep farming, right? So, and then I've got these problems in West Wales. There's one thing about this constitution. If any of you guys want me to talk more about this constitution, I will. There's one thing I will say further about this constitution. I've taken myself off the electoral register for the Vale of Glamorgan. I'm registered. I live in the Vale of Glamorgan, right? And I come out here to West Wales to look after the animals. So I live in the Vale of Glamorgan. So, but I've come off the electoral register. So this constitution only applies to people who are on the electoral register, not myself. So where does that put me in regards to everything that's going on with not being allowed to have agricultural buildings to protect my animals in Carmarthenshire County Council's far ultra left-wing Plaid Cymru Council?